April 30th, 2022, the biggest female fight we've ever seen. Katie Taylor versus Amanda Serrano, Madison Square Garden, half the arena Irish, half the arena Puerto Rican. Who would win? Katie Taylor. Just. We need to see it again. Has to happen again. I demand it.
This is it. The time has come. I said the time has come. From the four corners of the world, to the four corners of this ring right here at Madison Square Garden, the fight starts now! Introducing first the challenger. She fights out of the red corner and wears white with blue and orange trim. She scaled 133.6 pounds. She has been a professional fighter since 2009, amassing a record of 42 victories. One defeat, one draw, with 30 big wins coming by way of knockout. In 2011, she won her first world title and has now gone on to become the Guinness Book of World Record-setting 9-time 7-division world champion. Ella nació en Carolina, Puerto Rico, and raised in the beautiful borough of Brooklyn, New York. Here is the talented and accomplished women's boxing southpaw sensation, the reigning and unified featherweight champion of the world, la gran campeón puertorriqueña, Amanda "The Real Deal" Serrano. And her opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner. She is the defending undisputed world champion. She wears the black with the gold trim. She scaled at 134.6 pounds. As an amateur, she won 5 consecutive world championship gold medals, 6 European gold medals, 5 European Union gold medals, and in 2012 in London, she captured Olympic gold. Now, as a professional, her record stands perfect. 20 fights, 20 victories, 6 of them coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of and proudly representing her home of Bray, County Wicklow, Ireland. Here is the acclaimed, celebrated, and game-changing 2-division and reigning, defending, undefeated, and undisputed lightweight champion of the world, Katie Taylor!
All right. You two champions received my instructions in the dressing room. You know what you have to do. Protect yourselves at all times. I want you to touch gloves now. You're boxing at the bell. God bless you both.
We are sold out. Over 19,000 fans for the first female headline boxing card in the 140-year history of the hallowed grounds here at Madison Square Garden. Katie Taylor versus Amanda Serrano. They've already made this fight the biggest ever. Now let's find out who's the best ever. 10 rounds for history. Jessica, what are you focused in on early here?
Focused in on who wants to engage first, who's moving, Amanda Serrano is coming forward. Katie is making her miss by giving her just enough distance to where she can't land.
Yeah, Amanda Serrano's at her best when she is moving forward. She is excellent going to the head and to the body. A very versatile puncher.
Good hand speed from Katie Taylor. And again, Katie scoring in combinations.
Katie has a bad habit of throwing her punches, but then not bringing them back to her face afterwards when she's done and she gets hit.
Amanda Serrano historically is very good in these first rounds. Nearly had Heather Hardy knocked out in the first round of her fight. Won a title at 126 with a first-round knockout as well.
Now, with all this foot movement we're seeing right now, we see Amanda Serrano in gym shoes, not traditional boxing shoes. That may be to keep her balanced, or that may be slowing her down.
This crowd is incredible.
We see Katie Taylor standing in the corner there. That's to make us.
Staying off the rope. We're going to keep working ourselves back to the center of the ring, especially the first half of the fight, all right? Hey, keep shooting that jab every now and then, a hard lane. Just keeping her from coming forward. You can spin out whatever you want, though. It doesn't even need to be a spin hook. Listen, you get close, just throw that check hook, get back to the center.
I got 1-0.
Chris, what did we learn in round one?
Learned what we knew going in. Amanda Serrano wanted to press the action. Katie Taylor wanted to be the mover. One thing I'm noticing, though, Katie Taylor, while she is moving around the ring, she does want to find a way to start walking Amanda down a little bit. You go back to that fight against Heather Hardy a few years ago. The limited success that Hardy had in that fight was when she was moving forward. So at some point, Katie's going to have to move forward as well.
We're going to have the battle of the front foot here.
Southpaw versus orthodox fighter.
Both fighters very game. You never see fighters fighting in the clinch like that.
These 2-minute rounds will fly by. Oh, and a nice right from Katie, which buckled the knees of Serrano.
Both these fighters right now sticking to their game plans coming in. Amanda Serrano moving forward, Katie Taylor moving around the ring. We'll see how long that can last.
Straight right from Serrano, or excuse me, left.
These fighters are not getting off combinations. One shot, one shot.
See that great length from Amanda Serrano. Really extends her punches really well.
Serrano needs to keep punching off rhythm to throw Katie off.
There's a nice left hand from Serrano, and in 2-minute rounds, every punch matters. One big punch can win you the round.
She's feeling it. She's feeling it, baby. How you feel? Back with the 1-2. Get that
feel the pressure, baby. Let's go, put pressure on. She falls on the pressure. Now, baby, come on.
Jessica, does this fight look like how you thought it would after 2 rounds?
I think it is. You got to look at the small details. Katie standing up in the corner, I think that's to make a statement, to maybe even pump herself up. Amanda Serrano seems very calm, catching her breath in the corner where Katie's gasping for air. They got to be smart about the small details.
I think it's also possible, Jessica, with Katie standing up, you mentioned the lower leg injuries she's had in recent fights. That may be to try to avert any kind of cramping or any issues that could recur during this fight.
Very true.
Now Katie trying to be first.
This fight is getting really physical.
Katie constantly moving.
Two really good left hands from Amanda Serrano.
Amanda's backing her up to the ropes to where she can't move or she can't hop back and create that space.
And it's so unique. Very rarely do you have a crowd this large that is basically 50-50. Usually tilts heavily in one fighter's favor. But I don't think the judges are going to be swayed by the crowd because it's coming from all angles.
I totally agree.
Oh, nice left prayer from Amanda.
Katie's throwing a lot of punches to the head. She's head hunting, and Amanda's rolling those punches.
You know, Chris, they say in basketball, you cover the NBA for Sports Illustrated, there's regular season intensity and there's playoff intensity. This is a playoff intensity fight.
Yeah, you're definitely seeing the best of both women, and both women are fighting their fight at this point.
The referee can't hear the bell. The referee cannot even hear the bell, and he's 10 feet away. That should tell you what we've got here.
Take a deep breath. Take a shot, take a shot. Listen, we're gonna walk her in. When she gets close, we spin, we go the left hook, and then you stay there. Let the referee go. Hey, get back on the jack. Keep boxing yourself to the center of the ring. You can throw this all night. You're never gonna miss it. That was a lot better round right here. Just keep it up,
Break it down, baby. She's getting hit harder than she ever did.
Round 4 coming up.
You look fantastic, baby. Yeah, make sure you hit that body hard. That's it. You okay? Let's go.
Both fighters landed fight highs of punches in round 3. Taylor 19, Serrano 15.
You're starting to see some swelling over Katie's right eye. That's from Amanda's left punches there. Big left hands up top.
Good jab from Serrano. Haven't seen a ton of those. Body shot from Serrano as Katie fights off the ropes again. Chris Mannix, it feels very even. How do you have it scored through 3?
I've got it 2 rounds to 1 in favor of Amanda Serrano. All 3 rounds exceptionally close. I thought Amanda moving forward, landing heavier shots over the last 2 rounds would give her an early lead.
Serrano told us yesterday, Jessica, that once Katie feels my power, she won't stand and train with me.
I think that's a very true statement. Katie will feel power and tend to get on the bite there. And we're starting to see some of that power come out with these big right hooks and these big overhand lefts.
Good counter from Katie now. It's Katie who's standing her ground in the middle of the ring.
It's a big statement for Serrano to say, considering she's a smaller fighter.
You know, Jessica, this is how Katie has to fight, I think. I don't think moving around is going to get the job done. I think she's got to stand in the middle of the ring, trade, try to get in and out, and use her speed to her advantage. She can land more combinations than Amanda can.
I definitely think that's true. These fighters are going head-to-head. There's probably going to be cut from one fighter.
I would not want to be a judge for this fight.
Katie looking winded. Amanda having really good success with her jab.
And Katie's got a cut over her left eye. And the corner will tend to that.
Walk around, you let your hands go, Katie. Good fucking around right there. Take a drink. Hey, listen. Just don't go head hunting crazy here, right? We gotta change this sometime. She's coming in small. That's why, hey, you take a chance behind the jab. Pick her up with an uppercut. Break it to the body. Go downstairs with it, okay? Good, man. You can sit all night, Katie. We're sharp right now. That's a busy round. Her defense is just throwing punches. She don't have defense. When you let your hands go, you touch.
Here we go, inside. Both fighters fighting on the clinch. Hooks to the head from each of them. Amanda trying to go to the body as well. Usually you see fighters try to hold on and take a breath, and these ladies are fighting in the clinch.
Round 5, scheduled for 10. Serrano comes out with a quick punch, answered by Katie Taylor, who's done a great job counter-punching.
Katie's corner told her, don't headhunt, come down to the body. Katie is big for just throwing hooks to the sides of the head, non-stop hooks.
Good body punching from Serrano as Katie's in the corner fighting back again. Look at these two go at it.
Serrano is killing the body.
This is what we wanted, and they're delivering.
Katie's taking way more than she's throwing.
This is where that punch output we talked about comes into play. Amanda Serrano averages 67 punches.
Oh, she may have hurt Katie there. Katie was falling forward, but then Katie snaps her face. Best round of the fight.
Katie's legs are straight. She's not even bending them. Blood from the nose of Katie Taylor from Amanda Serrano here. She's looking bloody.
Katie Taylor is hurt. Katie Taylor is hurt.
She's holding on for dear life.
Look at Amanda Serrano.
Amanda's hammering away. Katie's trying to hold on.
Ali and Frazier would be proud of this. Katie looks dazed. We've never seen Katie in trouble like this before.
You know, we wondered if Amanda Serrano's power would go up to 135, and the way it has below 130, it absolutely has.
Look at the Puerto Rican sensation go.
Katie is taking so much damage right now. She's off balance. She has no legs. Standing straight up.
Massive round for Amanda Serrano.
Can't get stuck on the rope. He needs us to stay in front of him. Listen, hey, listen. We want to see him banging. I don't care if you let it grab her. I don't care if you let it hold her. He got quick. You don't want to sit inside of the rope. That's the only shit she got. She wants to sit and fight you like you're a heavy bag. You understand me? You got to work back to the center of the ring, Katie. Tie it up. Hit the second win. You understand?
Here we got an overhand right by Serrano. Katie is dazed. She's not throwing anything back. She's not protecting herself. She's trying to hold, but in the midst of that, she's taking way too much punishment to the head, to the body. Katie shook on her feet. No balance.
Serrano landed 44 punches that round. No one has hit Katie Taylor with more punches in a round than Amanda Serrano.
Jessica, she has now tried, Katie Taylor, 2 different strategies. She's tried moving around the ring, countering, trying to use the entirety of the ring, and she's tried to stand toe-to-toe. Neither one of them have been effective against Amanda Serrano.
No, Amanda's coming forward. Amanda's very confident in her power, which is pretty phenomenal, like I said, because she's coming up in weight. Katie's corner urging her to sit down finally in between the 5th and 6th round, while prior she was standing up in between rounds.
You know, Katie's eyes just don't look clear to me, Chris.
She wasn't all the way there when her coach was talking to her. She had no response. I don't know if she could even hear her coach because the crowd is electric.
Michael Griffin is the referee. You may remember him from Anthony Joshua, Andy Ruiz 1, where he had to make a difficult call in counting out and having Anthony Joshua knocked out. So he's experienced in making tough decisions.
Of course, that fight happened right here at Madison Square Garden.
Yes.
Nice body shot from Katie.
Couldn't finish up top, off balance. She might be swinging harder than she needs to be.
She just looks all kinds of banged up.
But you can never count out Katie Taylor.
We're only in the 6th round. We still got a couple more to go.
Or do we?
Either way it goes, Amanda is taking whatever Katie has. That's for sure.
And look at Katie come back.
Katie is definitely one for a flurry, but she leaves herself open, which can be dangerous.
A pretty good bounce back round there for Katie Taylor. She landed 18 punches. Serrano landed 19. Tony Bellew, let's check in with you. Your thoughts?
Guys, I think it's an amazing fight first and foremost. I thought Katie Taylor started really well. You know, she was the more accurate of the two. But the last 2 rounds have gone to Amanda Serrano for me. She's clearly hurt Katie Taylor a couple of times. And I think at this moment in time, she's the one in control. This is her fight to lose. I've got a 3-all so far in. But Amanda Serrano is the one who looks to be in control and looks to be the one who has the power in this fight.
Chris, how do you have it scored through 6?
Yeah, I've got it far wider for Amanda Serrano. I gave Katie Taylor the first round like Tony. I thought she was boxing a little more accurately. But it's the consequences, the power of these punches that are being thrown by Amanda Serrano. The punch stats may be close, but you can see with your eyes Amanda Serrano landing the far more impactful shots.
Seeing Amanda Serrano come off some of these punches is no time to let your opponent rest.
In these 2-minute rounds, you don't have a lot of time to swing the momentum back in your favor.
Katie's corner urging her to go to the body. Stop looking for those head punches.
And I think Amanda Serrano was right when she said Katie Taylor will learn quickly that she's never faced anyone that has the power like me.
Amanda's doing a really great job of making Katie miss and then making her pay.
"20 seconds left here in round 7. The crowd erupting after every landed punch.
Katie could very easily come in with a jab upper and score off of that. And she's not throwing anything but straight 1-2s or hooks to the head.
That's when the body shot the round before. We didn't really go there. She's gonna slow things down like that. Listen, you gotta take the freebies when she's in front of you. High guard, throw a stick. You can't overshoot this shit. That's a close round. Listen, keep sticking the jabbing around like that. She's walking. She's slowing herself down. Right? Hey, that's when you touch her with a beautiful round. Step back, wrist. Hey, listen. But again, touch and rip it. She has an.
And here on the review, we're seeing Amanda wind up big for a body shot there to Katie's belly. She faked up top and Katie covered and instead went straight down to her body. Excellent work.
She took last round off. We're gonna meet it by touching to the body, spinning out, getting off the ropes. She's tired. Let's go.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you that, Jess. Did Amanda take the last round off? Katie's corner seems to think that she did.
Katie's corner is pretty freaking out right now because Katie is taking too many punches. She's not doing her punch, turn, punch, move. She's trying to stand in there and she's getting too much punches here.
Well, you would think Katie needs to win the next 3 rounds if she hopes to get a judge's decision.
She needs to come out on top. She needs to punch and move like she does. She throws her right hand and goes to the right, and she needs to keep those hands up. They're also urging her to keep her hands up.
Well, Serrano certainly took her foot off the gas last round. Let's see if she presses down on the accelerator here.
That could have been a mistake for Amanda. She's got to pump it back up.
Neither one of these fighters have ever been knocked down. Chris, would you like to see Amanda turn this back into a big fist fight in the middle of the ring?
Oh, that's what she's excellent at. She applies pressure really well. She goes to the body really well. She came in here with the right game plan, and for the most of this fight, she's been implementing.
Both of these fighters need to come back with the left hook off of their 1-2. Right hook for Amanda.
Oh, nice left from Katie.
There it is. She's pulling it out.
You know, Amanda has really got to get her output back up. These sleepy rounds, she might be losing.
Her output is low, but Katie Taylor's footwork is high, and that's probably why we're not seeing as many punches. Amanda's got to get to her to punch.
Very good round for Katie Taylor.
Well, Chris, you don't have it that close, but I'm sure some judges do, and it could come down to these final 2 rounds.
Baby, you have it for the left, you're letting her get over. She's gonna only throw right hands. You hear me? Keep your hands up. Start letting your body punches go to the body hard. Hit her with hard left hands. What round is this coming up? 9. 2 more rounds. 6 minutes. Yo. Believe in yourself. Stay tight. Keep coming in. Every time she move, I want an overhand. Go left hand happy, but don't lunge in. You hear me? With a hook, but she can't. You got this. You hear me? 1, 2, 3. Now you gotta go. Don't just run though. Give me a little bit more. A little bit more. Let's go. Let's go. Keep your hands up. Don't let it come. Let's go.
You know, Tom, if you're Katie Taylor's corner, you got to believe you still have a chance here to win a decision, a good chance maybe. Those first 3 rounds, razor close. Tony Bellew gave all 3 to Katie Taylor. I gave 2 of the 3 to Amanda Serrano. Judges could see it either way.
It seems like Amanda, I'm not sure, Jessica, correct me if I'm wrong, was boxing like she's way ahead, just didn't want to make a mistake the last few rounds.
I don't know, I felt like that the 6th round, I think it was, when she came off the gas was a big mistake for her. She should have kept pushing because I think Katie is coming up on her 2nd win now.
Katie stumbling backwards, might have just been off balance. But she's landing more punches now.
Amanda Serrano needs to get her timing right so that she can capitalize off of when Katie misses. She also needs to switch up her rhythm so that she's not punching on the same rhythm so Katie knows when it's coming.
CompuBox statistics, Serrano landing 126 out of 476. Taylor, 103 out of 275.
Blood streaming from the nose of Katie Taylor once again. That can make an impression on the judges, and that also gives a little fire to Amanda Serrano.
Amanda started to wing more punches now in these last couple of rounds than throw them with any purpose.
winning these rounds, Chris. She's winning them definitively.
Yeah, last couple of rounds, we've seen a surge from Katie Taylor. Has made this fight really close.
It all comes down to this. 2 minutes, Undisputed Lightweight Championship. It has been an epic battle. Who's going to have more in the tank? Chris, what's your scorecard?
I've got an 86-85 in favor of Amanda Serrano. Katie Taylor showing great heart over these last few rounds to win, get back in the fight, at least on my card, and putting herself in position to potentially win.
The crowd is going crazy. Everybody yelling stuff. I hear Rick Ramos behind me telling Katie to throw an uppercut. She's just throwing 1-2s to the head.
And you can certainly hear the urgency, maybe for the first time, in Amanda Serrano's corner as they've seen these last few rounds play out. One
thing I don't like to see from the corner is for them not to be paying attention to the fighter and to be paying more attention to the crowd. We saw that in the Cambosos fight as well, and it didn't play out well.
And now Amanda's been cut. She's got a cut over her right eye.
Not sure if that was caused by a punch or a head clash.
"45 seconds. What an amazing fight it has been. Will we get some late drama? Of course we will.
Katie taking some big shots here.
But she's landing some too.
She is. Both fighters are spent.
A fight worthy of the occasion. They fought for history, and they're making history. Katie's knees buckled. Oh my word! The female fight of the year. Who won? I do not know.
What a fight.
Well, there's an experienced judging panel for this fight. Glenn Feldman out of Connecticut, considered one of boxing's better judges. Benoit Rousseau, Guido Cavalieri have been judging for decades. Here's a little bit of a wrinkle. Feldman has judged 44 women's fights. That's a solid number. Rousseau and Cavalieri have worked 31 combined. Something to be mindful of, if as expected, this fight is really close.
How can it not be close, Jessica?
It was definitely a banger. The judges, the referees, their experience, all of that makes you wonder, makes you a little nervous as a fighter.
They combined to throw over 140 punches in the last round, landing a combined 55. Taylor scoring 32 of them.
I bet half of those punches were thrown in the last 20 seconds.
Yeah, look at this final salvo, Jessica. You talk about leaving it all in the ring.
They have to sell everything that they've done for the last 9 rounds, and this is their last second to do that. They need the crowd on their side, they need the judges on their side, and they're gonna let it all out. I think they both probably took about the same amount of punches to the face here.
What's your gut tell you?
Your gut tells you to think of the...
No, I'll tell you, what does your gut tell you we're about to hear from these judges?
I don't know. I don't know if Amanda did enough. I thought Amanda did an exceptional job. I would probably put her over Katie for this fight. But you have to think about the fact that these belts are getting taken from a champion, and sometimes you have to do a little bit more.
You know, it's funny. Larissa Shields told us yesterday when I asked her who does she think is going to win. She said, well, first I thought split decision win for Amanda, and now I'm thinking more split decision win for Katie Taylor.
It
feels the same way right now.
It's a total different thing when you're here, you're behind the scenes during fight week, you get to see how the characteristics of each fighter are playing out. So there's a lot of flip-flop back and forth.
The biggest women's boxing fight of all time turned out to be one of the best women's boxing matches of all time.
Definitely did not disappoint.
Unfortunately, one of these fighters will leave here extremely disappointed. David Diamante with the razor-thin scorecards.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's show our appreciation out here for these two incredible fighters. After 10 incredible rounds here at Madison Square Garden, we go to the judges' score totals, and they read as follows. Benoit Roussel, 96-94, Amanda Serrano. Glenn Feldman, 97-93, Katie Taylor. And Judge Guido Cavalieri scores this bout 96-93 for your winner by split decision. And still, the undisputed lightweight champion of the world, Katie Taylor!
It was as close could be, but in the end, the greatest female fighter of all time stands tall from Ireland, Katie Taylor. Jessica, what are you thinking?
Her team seems so much more excited than she does. Of course, she's very proud to be representing female boxing, representing her country here tonight. She took a second. They were trying to put the belts on her. She said, hold on. I need to talk to the crowd. Got up on the ropes, acknowledged her fans, and that's what a fighter should do.
Gracious in defeat is Amanda Serrano. And all week leading up to this, Eddie Hearn was saying, hey, don't be surprised if this doesn't turn into a trilogy. Jessica, I know you want the winner. I know you wanted the winner, but what do you think happens next?
I could definitely see this happening again, but because it was such a difficult fight, sometimes the winner, especially the winner who was the champion, can just say, no thanks, I'm moving on. So we'll have to see what Katie wants to do after this. At this point in her career, she can only fight in mega fights like this. There's no point in doing anything less.
She set the bar so high along with Amanda Serrano. It's onward and upward from here. Katie Taylor overcame more adversity than she's ever faced in a fight. Jessica, she was in serious trouble of being stopped in those middle rounds.
She was taking a lot of punishment. Amanda had good rhythm. She was pushing forward, and Katie was not taking it very well.
Let's hear from the undisputed queen of the lightweight division, Katie Taylor.
Katie, congratulations. This was the biggest fight in women's boxing history. It played out like it. You get the split decision win. What's going through your mind right now?
Well, what a fighter Amanda Serrano is. I think we're both winners here tonight. Look what we just done. Sold out Madison Square Garden. The biggest fight female boxing history. And both of us have broken down so many barriers over our whole careers. I'm just grateful to be in this position, really. What a fight, what a win, what a night.
This was a close fight through the first few rounds. In those middle rounds, it looked like Amanda had you hurt a couple of times. How deep did you have to dig in this fight?
I knew exactly that I had to dig deep in this fight. I knew going into it I was going to be in the trenches at some stage. She's a phenomenal fighter, a great person. And I have the heart to go to skill, and I knew it was going to be able to come through.
What kind of adjustments did you have to make during this fight?
Yeah, I mean, I was coming back with incredible instruction from my coach, one of the best trainers in the world, Ross. And I'm so grateful, Ross. Thank you so much, Rob, for everything. You're such a humble guy, but you're the best in the world. Yeah.
Wait, Ross, what kind of adjustments did you make in there in the fight?
Early on, obviously, they were getting stuck inside as Katie started to use the ring a little bit more and kind of just apply her boxing. She wasn't getting pinned. I mean, Amanda can box as well, don't get me wrong, but like by not trying to allow us ourselves to get stuck and cornered, it's a hell of a fight, man.
Katie, and see another sign of respect between these two great women fighters.
Happy we did this. Look what the hell we did. They say nobody wants to see women. This place is jam-packed. I appreciate all you guys for coming down. Irish Boricuas, you know, we put on a hell of a show. I knew it was Katie's a great champion. She's undefeated. She's the undisputed champion. But I'm truly honored to have shared the ring with you. You know, best versus the best. You don't see that much. And I'm just so overwhelmed. Look at this crowd. Women can sell, women can fight, and we put on a hell of a show.
Amanda, at the end of this fight, did you think you had won?
I believe so. Of course you think I won. I mean, I hit him with harder punches. I almost had an hour one round. But you know, it is what it is. I'm happy that we finally got this over with. I am the smaller girl. I am still the champion at featherweight. So, you know, it is what it is. The fans wanted this fight. I came up 2 divisions to fight the best. Who's a true warrior? I mean, that says it all.
Katie, I think everybody in this building and everybody watching back at home wouldn't mind seeing this again. How do you feel about a rematch?
Let's do it again, Amanda. two minute each this time.
Amanda, rematch?
Whatever the team wants.
Well, congratulations to both of you. Tremendous fight. Congratulations, Katie.
Thank you so much, Chris.
For women's boxing, we're trying to put women's boxing on top. And, you know, all of us have to come together. We can't have one person talking bad about another woman. This is a women's sport that we're trying to grow together. We can't be against each other. Women's supposed to support women to make this sport big as it is.
Absolutely. Congratulations to both of you. Let's start with the 2 promoters of this event, Eddie Hearn, Jake Paul. Eddie, when you were reading the decision, what was going through your mind?
I felt it was a close fight. You know, me and Jake were sitting there. We probably felt it was 4-all. At the end of the 8th round, I thought Katie just edged the fight, but I felt like it could have gone any way. But, you know, tonight we were making history for the biggest fight in women's boxing, but they made history for one of the greatest fights in the history of Madison Square Garden tonight. 2 women changed the game, but also provided us with a fight for the ages. And, you know, I know this man will want to run it back. I see a big rematch later in the year, but for now, Katie Taylor, a legend of the sport of boxing, and Amanda Serrano, so tough. This was a massive night for the sport of boxing.
Jake, what did you think of Amanda's performance, and how sure were you about the outcome of this fight?
It was a draw at best. We thought we won. We thought Amanda won. Amanda performed amazing, but a fight of a lifetime. That was Arturo Gatti versus Mickey Ward. You know, that was incredible. Both women fought their hearts out. This is a historic moment. The crowd's booing, but everyone's a winner here tonight, and I'd be mad if I was them too, you know, but hey, kudos to Katie Taylor, what she's done for women's boxing, and kudos to Amanda Serrano. You got to give credit where credit's due, and let's run it back. Like Eddie said, September, October, this fight, the second fight just got a whole lot bigger.
Eddie, you promoted all of Katie Taylor's fights as a professional. Was this the deepest you've ever seen her have to dig to win?
The 4th round, I thought it was over. She chose to stand in the corner and trade. I don't know, she was boxing beautifully. The 4th was treacherous, the 5th was tough, but she come back, and how she managed to win the 6th, the 7th, the 8th. The 10th was very close. It was just an amazing fight, you know, just a thrilling fight. And I said before, the way that women's boxing has longevity and sustainability is through its quality. And tonight, forget male or female, you just saw one of the greatest fights in the history of Madison Square Garden. Amazing, so proud of Katie Taylor, the greatest Irish athlete of all time in my opinion. She's such a humble individual, such a great role model, such a great ambassador. And thank you to everyone for supporting this fight. Thank you to everyone from Puerto Rico, and especially thank you to everyone from Ireland for coming out and supporting this incredible fighter in Katie Taylor.
All these people from Ireland, all the people that came out do want to see it again. You heard these two women say, we want a rematch. You two are the men that can try to make it happen. How sure are you you'll see these two run it back?
You know what, Katie Taylor is, like I said, one of the greatest things to ever come out of Ireland. If we don't go back to Ireland for a fight before her career is done, it would be a big shame. I think we should run this rematch back in Ireland, you know, and let Katie Taylor fight for the first time back in Croke Park. We'll see what happens, we'll talk to Jake, but tonight, you know, forget me, forget Jake. These two, what a credit to the sport, what a night for boxing, and thank you to everyone that came out.
Jake, real quick, will Amanda go to Ireland?
100%. You know, she's a true champion. We're ready wherever, whenever. And clearly, the Irish fans are mad. So we got some unsettled business. Like I said, that was a draw at best. I thought Amanda Serrano took it. She had Katie hurt there a couple times on the ropes. So it is what it is. But obviously, Katie's the champion. So if it's a close fight, the judges are going to give it to her. But let's run it back in Ireland.
Biggest fight in women's boxing, it played out that way. Guys,